How's it going, everyone? So on my way home from getting a new exhaust for my 2003 Saab 9.3, which you guys will see a video on that, most likely my next upload, which would be on Wednesday, I got a check engine light that popped on. The car went into limp home mode, and this was probably about 40 minutes from my house. So, of course, a little panic set in. Car was driving completely fine. And I got home, I had a feeling as to what the code was, and as you can tell from the title, the code was P0101, which is basically a mass airflow sensor code. Now, the reason why I got this code, in my opinion at least, this is actually the second time I've gotten this code. The reason why I got the code is from this K&N air filter. Basically, the filter has like some oils on it and stuff that'll basically trigger the mass airflow sensor and think that basically there's something wrong, and the car will go into limp home mode and you'll get a check engine light and you'll have a heart attack for a second. But as you can see from my OBD2 reader here, it's just P0101. Again, this is a fairly common issue along with P0300 or any 300 codes that are misfire related. So this is for the 2.0 turbo motor, of course, the most common motor that comes in the new generation 9.3. So today, since my mass airflow sensor is most likely not bad, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this and we're going to clean it, clear the code, and reinstall it. So if you have a K&N filter or an aftermarket intake of any sort, you might get this code at some point. It's just the ECU basically being overprotective. And in theory, nothing is actually wrong with the car. It's just preventing anything from blowing up pretty much. So I'm going to get this old mass airflow sensor off. Basically, all you're going to need for this is a little T20 Torx and a flathead to get this little clip off. So it should take about 2 seconds to get the old one off. And there is our old mass airflow sensor, or I guess our current mass airflow sensor. I do want to apologize for the car just being an absolute mess. Monsoon season is what I'm going to blame it on, but the engine bay needs a good clean, and most importantly, the exterior of the car needs a really good clean. But here we have some mass airflow sensor cleaner, which if the camera will focus, there we go. You can see it's proven to gain 4 to 10 horsepower at the wheel. So I actually am going to be dyno testing this car and putting that to the test. But all jokes aside, this is actually a legitimate claim. I read the back. This is a legitimate claim by them. But basically what we're going to do is spray the crap out of the mass airflow sensor, also spray the connector and let it dry, reattach it, and clear the code. It's really a pretty simple process. Because I'm too lazy to move the camera, I'm just going to do this right here, pretty much. And you know, when I stuck a flashlight in there, I didn't really see anything. So I don't know why it got triggered. I didn't see any oil or any debris or anything in there, so I'm not sure why it really got triggered. But now that this part is clean, I'm going to spray the connector on the car right there, and we'll let it all dry and then reattach it. Okay, the speed at which this stuff dries is like legitimately incredible. I assume there's some chemicals in there or something that make it dry super fast, and it's not just the 115 degree day, but she's all dry pretty much instantaneously, even though I just sprayed it down again. So let's get it back on the car. And yes, I am so lazy that I didn't even bother to clean the rest of the MAF. I literally just cleaned the part that goes into the intake. So the outside of it is still completely filthy. But that's for all you out there who get OCD over a dirty engine bay. I did that especially for all of you. So much love. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up just for that. Just know I didn't forget about you. I'm scared I'm going to drop this screw, but it's not like the MAF is really going to fall out without it anyways. And I didn't drop it. Nice. Come on, get in there. It's a weird angle. So now that that's all cleaned up and good to go, let's put the flashlight over here. Let's get back in ye old car. The code Last time I think I drove it a little bit to see if the code would go away. I don't remember if it did, but it did go, or I did clear it and it didn't come back. So I'm gonna do that again. Car to the on position. Plug the OBD2 in down here. So basically, this is something I've got a feeling I'm gonna have to do like every 5,000 to 10,000 miles. So DCCs, we're gonna erase codes. All right, ignition on, engine off, and they've been cleared. All right. So by the time I've edited this video and it's uploaded, I would have already driven the car probably another 100, 150 miles or so, because, I mean, I just drive it a lot. So I'll make an updated pinned comment as to whether or not the check engine light came back, but that should get rid of it. So if you do happen to have that code, or really if you haven't cleaned your MAF in a while, that's how you do it. It's a very simple, easy process. So if you get that check engine light, don't really stress over it. I mean, you could buy a new MAF, but I would try cleaning it first. So with that being said, that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to stay tuned for my next upload, where I'll debut the new exhaust that's on this car. It's still gonna be a custom system, but if you guys want a sneak peek of what it will sound like in advance, make sure to check out my Instagram at auto.autopsy, because I'll definitely be uploading sneak peeks and maybe some clips of it before the actual video airs. So I'm done rambling. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
Check your body.